The biggest mistake new agents make is they try to do it solo
Yeah.
and learn everything. And not everybody can do that.
Without a team, you might not get those the first 4 or 5,
Yeah.
Don't think about the money. I did not think about the money when I started.
Let me help this person buy $1 million house.
Yeah.
So there's a level of professionalism that has to be there. But then I think what's really great about being in real estate as an agent is the most successful ones let their personality and who they are shine through.
Love your job, man. I think you have to have the love for it to really do it consistently. I just love social media and I love my job. And I've been talking about my secret the whole time. I just let people know that I'm a real estate agent.
Welcome to another episode of the Atlanta Agent Playbook. Today I'm joined with Jimmy Lee, who has an amazing immigrant story, and he's captured an entire community, Vietnamese community up in North Atlanta. We were going to dive into his systems, what makes him successful, and most of all, your background as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me, Benjamin. This is a very unique and good opportunity for me.
I'm so
I
happy you're here, Jimmy.
Yes,
I appreciate it. So let's take it back, man. What are you from Atlanta? Doesn't sound like it.
I'm not from Atlanta, but I am Atlanta now. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not from Atlanta. I was born and raised in Vietnam. Mm-hmm. I came to the state when I was 12, back in 2004.
Okay.
And I was living in Sacramento, California. And
Did you speak any English at that time?
No, I don't. Actually, I don't know any word of English back in 2004. No. Yeah, not at all.
What was that like coming to Sacramento? What brought you there?
I was lucky that I was tagged along with my mom.
Okay.
So my grandpa got an opportunity to go to the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
and he sponsored my mom. I was underage, so I would get to tag along with my mom, and it was such a blessing.
That's amazing.
Yes,
I'm a sucker for a good immigrant story. My family and I came for the American dream in '98 from France, so I'm a French citizen as well. And I just kind of sat in the back of a classroom till I started to learn English. And awesome. Yeah, same kind of story. I was 17 at the time when my mom was able to get a green card and be able to sponsor me. Wow. So
17.
Yeah.
So do you guys speak English in France?
No.
Because as far as I know, if you came here about like 15, 16, you would have like a very heavy accent.
No. So we came in '97.
Okay.
But it wasn't until I was 17 that I actually got sponsored. So I was, for a while, we were on a business visa. I was an undocumented immigrant for some time. And then finally, my mom was able to sponsor me. And thankfully, I was 17 at the time, under 18. So I was able to get sponsored for the green card, like you mentioned. But my two older sisters, for example, they were over 18, so they weren't able to stay in the country. So, like I said, I love immigrants. They're some of my people. They're some of our clients, and I feel like it's really what makes Atlanta what Atlanta is.
Yeah, for sure.
So walk me through. So how did we get from Sacramento to Atlanta?
Sacramento back in around 2010, 2011. I was 18, 19, 20-ish, around there. Just looking for something in life, you know what I mean? And I was just like any other Vietnamese, and I turned to like the easiest job you could find as a Vietnamese, which was in the nails industry. My aunt, she owned a nail salon, and I was like, hey, let me come work, and I'll train you how to do nails. And that's how exactly a lot of Vietnamese do nails, because when they came to the state, they look for a job, and somebody in the family already have a nail salon or already as a nail tech.
Okay.
They just take you in, that job. And that's how, most of the Vietnamese, most of the nail techs are Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was this young boy getting in and out trouble. I wrecked my car.
Oh man.
I wrecked my car. I lost my car, and that's all you have. And no car, you couldn't go to work. So I just when you go out of the state, go out of California to go do nails in like a smaller state, then you make more money. So that's what I was doing. I was just I was looking for a job outside the state, and And then I met somebody online.
Okay.
And we went to work in Michigan, and we ended up go back here because she's from here, Atlanta.
So at what point did you get your real estate license then?
Oh, real estate license. It's just I think around same time, like, right after yours. So the event of 2019, COVID was the turning point. You know, at that point I was a nail technician. I was a nail shop manager.
Okay.
And I was actually manufacturing and selling nail supplies online. And then I became a nail salon owner.
So you were moving on up.
That's what I was thinking, because honestly, nails for me, you know, I appreciate the job. I love the industry because it's helped my family and me, you know, pay the bills.
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
You know, make money. But it was just never for me. I mean, I'm a type of person that I did not enjoy doing nails. You know, I was not talented. So I was thinking, okay, maybe as a nail tech, I didn't like it because, you know, I was a tech. So I was a manager. I was like, okay, manager, because I was prepping myself to become an owner, you know, because when you manage for people, then you know how things go. And then I became an owner, and then I was just, it's not for me, you know. But then it was, when you're in the cycle, you're making money and pay the bills, you know, you can't just drop it and just change career, you know. So 2019, I was between, you know, buying a house or open a business. So I talked to a couple of real estate agents. You know, we were out partying, you know, connecting people, and I met a few people that is supposed to be like very successful real estate agent.
Okay.
And I was talking, you know, I was young. I don't know anything about real estate at this point. Nothing. I don't know anything about real estate, mortgage, or anything about real estate. But I was trying to buy a house or buy a business, you know. And when I talked to that person, like, hey, what should I do to buy a house? I didn't buy a house after I talked to that person.
Okay.
They were supposed to be
so maybe they weren't that
successful,
good. They weren't that good.
Successful real estate agent, you know. And after that conversation, I was like, I still don't know how to buy a house.
Yeah.
And then from that story, from that event, you know, I was like, okay, if I was them, I could do a better job.
Yeah.
I could do a better job.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that conversation was bad, man. I was ready, you know. I got the money to buy a house, but like, you could not tell me how to buy a house.
Yeah.
Maybe because I was young and I was at a party, and with my music background, people just really don't take me serious when they talk about those things. You know, it's just a rapper, or, you know, I don't know. But yeah, so I went to buy the business. You know, partner up with some friends and bought a nail salons. It was great for the first 3 months, and then COVID came.
Ooh.
Yeah, COVID came. And then because it's a brand new business, and my strategy for a nail salon was I wanted a nail salon with a lot of old money. So why old money? Because, like, you know, in case of like economy is bad, you know, they're still gonna come. You know, but this event, it was not the economy. You know, it was the health issue, right?
Yeah.
COVID came.
It doesn't matter what client you are. Nobody was doing anything. Nobody was going anywhere. Everything was shut down, basically.
Yeah, everything was shut down. And then because it's a brand new business, we did not have a lot of record for the government to help us. You know, and you know, all that assistance was not valid for a brand new business for us.
Oh, I see. Because you needed to have the
history, you need
right?
to prove like, okay, this is what you need, but you don't have it. And just only buy the business for like 3 months, and then COVID happened, you know? So yeah, after that, after COVID, after the lockdown, we try to get back, try to hold on to it, did not work out, and I just fell to like probably the lowest point of my life, financially, and then of course like mentally.
Dang, dude.
After that, so I was
that
like,
must have been so hard.
Yeah, I was like, I need to change career. And I knew back in my mind that I could sell. I have MLM background. I was doing the MLM for like a couple years.
Okay.
I would say like less than 2 years, a little bit more than a year. And I was one of the top seller at 21 years old.
Okay.
I was 21, you know. I was selling cosmetic. 21-year-old selling cosmetic stuff that I don't use. And I was like, and I know in the back of my mind, I think I could sell.
Right.
I think I could sell. So After that incident, I was like, I think this is something I need to do to change career. 'Cause at this point, I'm negative in my career, you know. So this is a good opportunity for me. So I was in between selling cars or selling houses.
Okay.
Because I always loved cars. I think I could make a very car salesman, a very good car salesman, you know. But then I looked it up. You know, I don't know anything about both career, you know.
Right.
But I looked it up. Like car salesman don't make that much, you know. I could actually make this with my YouTube money. So
it's a lot more volume, right?
yeah, you need a lot of units.
Yeah.
To make good money with car sales. So yeah, I was like, okay, all right, I'll do real estate. And I was talking to people and do real estate. So for the first time in my life ever, I spent my own money to go to school.
Okay.
I did not like school, you know. I mean, I was a very good student, but I did not like school, and I definitely not want to pay money to go to school, you know. But I did, and yeah, the rest is history, man.
Yeah.
I got my license, you know, for the first time, you know, first time for the test and everything, and then I was looking for a team because I was on YouTube. I was on YouTube, you know, like how to become a successful real estate agent. And there was a video of this guy pop up. I forgot his name. He's a very famous real estate person on YouTube at that time. And then, you know, you get your license, you get a team. You get into a team because the team will, you know, help you hand-on, you know, get experience and stuff like that. And so that's what I did. And when I got my license, I was looking for a team. I was not looking for a brokerage. I was looking for a team.
Yeah.
And I got in the team.
Which makes sense when you start. Like a lot of, I think, from what I see, if you're brand new, don't know anything about the industry, joining a team, seeing how they operate, seeing, you know, helping you shortcut, that's the best way. I think the biggest mistake new agents make is they try to do it solo and learn everything. And not everybody can do that. So
really think about it. Like, don't think about money when you start.
Yeah.
Don't ever think about the money, okay? Of course, when you join a team, people spend time that will help you get your first few clients. And of course, there will be a bigger cut for them. But without a team, you might not get those the first 4 or 5, you know? Don't think about the money. I did not think about the money when I started. And I sold from my first 6 months in my career, I sold 5.
That's amazing.
I sold 5 in my first 6 months. I'm like, that's crazy.
That's more than 80% of agents do all year. So.
Yeah, and you know, lucky me. I found a great team, a good team leader. Shout out to Amy Tepp. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's my I call her my teacher. You know, she always helped me my real estate until now. She still is. Yeah.
It's interesting. I've heard sort of a similar story where a lot of us as real estate agents get into the industry because we met another realtor and we didn't feel like they did a good job. Yeah. So it's really funny that to hear your story, you're at a party, right? And you're like, man, I'm not really impressed with this. They're supposed to be some of the top ones. Like, I could do this better. Like, maybe I could do it. So what was the most challenging part of getting started and building to what you have today?
I felt very lucky. I really feel really lucky that I found this job and I met the people that I met in the beginning of my journey.
Yeah.
So I always get my question answered. But then again, I was very hungry, and all I really do was I was try to work every single day. I was trying to stay busy. I was one of those agents that go to the office and actually work, try to find things to do from 10 a.m. all the way till 5 p.m. I was having an actual 9 to 5, and I was staying busy.
You were figuring it out, yeah.
Yeah. So my hardest part was I don't know. I guess my hardest part was. Try to be professional, you know, to fit the job, and then be myself at the same time.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I used to wear a whole suit going to showing, you know, all that stuff, you know. And I mean, I like to look nice and stuff like that, but then again, I was not myself when I first started.
Right.
But then I slowly learned how to be myself and be professional at the same time, and I think that's the hardest part.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's a whole different environment, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like you were much more, it sounds like, the creative type, into YouTube, musician, nail salon, like, and then all of a sudden now you're like, let me help this person buy $1 million house. Like,
Yeah.
so there's a level of professionalism that has to be there. But then I think what's really great about being in real estate as an agent is the most successful ones just let their personality and who they are shine through.
Yeah.
Because if you can do that, you will connect with your people the most.
Yeah.
And all kinds of people need to buy a house. It doesn't matter, new money, old money, if you're old, it doesn't matter who you are. I think that it's if you end up just being who you are, you'll attract the people that you're supposed to.
Yeah.
So, is that what you found? I mean, it was a big part of your initial business and your sphere. Was it people from your past and maybe the Vietnamese community as well?
So Vietnamese is my first language. I could communicate better in Vietnamese than in English, of course. So it's always be my first choice, and I love my people. But it's just so when I was started, I see a lot of other agents in the community that was doing the videos and showing houses and making contents regarding real estate. So I was just like, hey, I could do that, and so that's what I did. When I first started, and I just did all that, and it just happened for the Vietnamese community, and and then people just start reaching out, and I got connected.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what percentage of your business do you think you would do in Vietnamese versus English?
I would say 90%.
90%?
90%, yeah.
Wow, even today?
Yeah. I have Korean clients. I have Hispanic clients. I have American clients. But mostly, I would say 90% would be Vietnamese.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Is that how you feel like you can connect with them more? Just being, that's sort of your competitive advantage, right? Being bilingual.
Yeah, I think it's my one of my advantage, and I could speak Vietnamese very well, and then my English is pretty okay.
Yeah, no, it's perfectly fine.
And so as a kid in an immigration family, usually you're the one that help your grandparents or your aunts or your mom.
Yeah.
To do like call the gas bills, call the IRS, just whatever bills that you have. Like, hey, look at this.
All the
take care of
admin
this.
stuff.
So I already have that kind of experience with at home. And for the Vietnamese, come to another one country, come to a new country is one thing, but buying a house is another thing. My clients, most of them, a lot of my clients are super successful, like in Vietnam.
Okay.
Like they are so good. They have multiple properties, and they're making multiple $1 million in Vietnam, right? But then when they come to a new country and they don't know the language, they need help.
Yeah.
And so my advantage, I think I could connect with them and help them, buying a house in a new country super easy.
Yeah.
And they understand every single step the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think dealing with a Vietnamese client is different than, let's say, an American or someone else? What kind of needs are different?
Oh, so you're basically doing everything. They will have a lot of questions. So when we go buy anything, or me and you buy a car, buy anything, we always have questions. So what make the whole transaction easy or not is like you have your question answered. So my motto is I always try to get all the questions answered for them. Because I have questions that did not get answered.
Yeah.
And it was not good. So so I just try to answer them, all the questions that they have, anytime they have. They call me 11 p.m., 12 a.m., no problem. If I'm awake, I'll answer right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like they're looking for different types of homes, or like, how for agents out there, our audience are agents, right? For agents that want to maybe be able to work with more Vietnamese clients, what would you suggest?
For for the to plug in the Vietnamese, to work with a lot of Vietnamese clients, mainly because you have to speak Vietnamese because it's just really different.
Yeah.
Just really how, and no matter how successful and how experienced you are in real estate in another country, and then you get to another country, it's already different.
Yeah.
In America, it's like different state is already different.
Yeah.
So
there's a culture difference.
yeah, like culture, and then process, paperwork, laws and rules and stuff like that. For Vietnamese, and usually they just don't know where to start. What's the step to buy a house? For what type of home? I think is in every community they will have different tastes. And there's some people they're looking for a big house, and there's some people that's looking for a modern house.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So it's a little bit of everything.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that makes sense. And I know one of your big goals was to sort of branch out and be a little bit more balanced, right? You said 90% of your business right now is working with people from Vietnam. So how, why do you want to branch out and be more balanced?
It's like you play video games and you finish one round, one round, you just try to move on
ready
to
for
the next one
thing.
for a next challenge kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think I did pretty good with my goal is trying to get my names out there in the community. It's just time for me to branch out and just have more to do.
You mentioned one of the big successes and what you're doing well and how you got some of your clients with social media, putting videos out there, YouTube. What does that look like? Well, how many times are you posting for agents out there that want to kind of get started in, getting a presence online? What would you say to them?
I would say be consistent. Love your job, man. Like I think you have to have the love for it.
Yeah.
To really do it consistently and naturally.
And it shows on camera, right?
Yeah, I don't have a schedule of what to post and what content to make. I really don't.
Okay.
And I would say I have very quality content, and I don't make plans for it. And so I would say just be consistent, and you don't need fancy stuff. You don't need fancy cameras. You don't need fancy editing.
Yeah.
You just need to be consistent and love your job. If you really love it, people can see it.
Yeah. Yeah, we talk a lot about right now what's working is just being authentic on camera, right?
Yeah.
Being who you are, letting that shine through, and then people will just be naturally attracted to who you are.
Yeah.
So
like a cell phone video could get more views than a fancy camera video.
Yeah. Yeah, especially like on TikTok, the way the algorithm works.
Yep.
What are you excited about moving forward when it comes to like social media?
I think social media is a very big space. There's so many content, there's so many things to learn. And I'm excited to learn new things. I'm lucky I have Mikey. He knows all the new trend and all the new influencer that was like, hey, look at this person, look at that person, look at this content. Maybe you can learn something about it. But if you don't know what content to make, just look at what people are doing and just copy it. And just put your name on it.
Yeah,
it's okay, man. It's okay to copy.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's about. Like I was looking at like some of these social media strategists, and they mention like 70% of the content you put out there should just be a replica of what works. Like, don't try to reinvent the wheel. There's certain hooks, there's certain things that work. So just kind of follow that. And then a small portion should be you trying, new things and trying different, trying to be creative. So it's really like it's evolved to like a science that you just follow these rules and your videos can get out there. And as long as you're real and authentic, it's amazing how far it's come.
Yeah.
When we started in this business, like you said, in 2019-ish, like YouTube was a lot more popular. Like on Instagram, when I look back at my Instagram from 2019, it's like we posted this random little square picture,
Yeah,
and it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
blurry, and
Yeah.
now like the quality and the level has been so much higher.
Yeah, I've been using the same Instagram since 2012, since Instagram came out. And if you like go on my page right now, you can scroll it out a few years back. You'll see me holding bottles or doing burnout with my cars, or picture of cigarettes. I still using the same thing. Speaking of that, for me, like I guess my secret or my thing is I just love social media and I love my job. And when I become a real estate agent, I really did love the job. So what to post? I post everything and I put real estate in there. I modify cars and like my whole car like look like all suit up, and I have my phone number as a banner.
Really?
Yeah, and I said the word realtor. That those cars they have like stickers on the windshield.
Yeah.
Look like a car club name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of the car club name, I put the word realtor on there, and then my phone number down there. Like everything I do, I let people know that I'm a real estate agent. I would go on social media and I see people, my friend make a post. Write something, and I was just commenting like, hey, hey, if you need to buy a house, let me know. You playing, but you have a nice conversation, but at the same time, you just reminding people that you're a real estate agent, and that's what I do constantly. I eat when how you share a meal on your story just to show it off. That's a nice meal that you have.
Yeah.
I put real estate in there. I'm like, hey, after a long, showing, this is, I'm now finally first day,
Yeah.
first meal of the day. May get a deal, but this is my first meal of the day. I always bring real estate into my everyday content.
Yeah.
It's not always about houses. It's not always about, hey, if you need to buy a house, let me know.
Yeah.
No, I was like, hey, dude, I'm your friends, and I'm one of the best agents in in Atlanta right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, just those kind of thing, and people just like, man, here you go, Jimmy, the real estate agent again. But then again, when they need a real estate agent, they're
thinking about you.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you heard it here on the Atlanta Agent Playbook. The play that we're adding is put real estate on everything.
Yes, you put real estate on everything. I literally do.
Yeah.
So I do music. I go shoot music videos. And that music video was sponsored by a online casino gambling company. And then I still put real estate into it. Like, man, I'm not a real estate agent today, but today I'm doing this, and I show off all the the Lamborghinis, the Rolls Royce in the music video.
Yeah.
Then people know that I'm a real estate agent.
Right. I think that's a big mistake. People are afraid to tell, others and advertise. Like, the way I see it is like, your personal life can blend with the real estate life. That's the beauty about being an agent. It's like you work on your sphere, you do things that you love, and people follow you for that. But you want to make sure you let them know, like, when you're ready to buy a house, I'm here too.
Yeah,
so
That's
it's interesting that most of like the clients that you can reach and the people you want to work with, like, just show who you are, what you're good at, what you like, whatever it is, and those kinds of people are going to come into your life, and you're able to, not only be friends with them, connect with them on a deeper level, but also help them through the process.
Yeah, for sure.
So what's next, Jimmy? What are you looking forward to in your business? You've been doing real estate for a good 6-7 years now, right?
No. 2019 is when I bought a nail salon.
Oh, that's when you bought the nail salon.
Yeah, and then 2021 was when I'm fighting with that business, and I became a real estate agent in 2022.
2022. So just short 4
years. I'm on my 4th year.
You're on your 4th year. What's the next 4 years look like for you?
I don't know. For me, I think every day I just try to, every year, I talk to Mikey about it. Every year I just try to beat myself last year, volume wise, or, I just try to be like, whatever I'm doing right now, I just be better at it.
Yeah, just be a little bit better every day.
Yeah, I don't know. I just try to, what's the next 4 years? I just try to sell as much house as possible. And, of course, this year is new. You're part of it. Like, you know, I'm more open to go out more and connect with more different agents, you know, with different type of platform. And this is great. Like this is awesome, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, Lexi, my wife, we're both partners in our team, and we were part of a big virtual brokerage, and we just felt really siloed. So doing like things like these, being able to connect with other top producing agents, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Learning from each other, whether we're in the same brokerage or not, it doesn't really matter. And I feel like a lot of agents try to hide or try to like gatekeep, like, oh, I want to be successful, right? I'm not going to share my secrets. But that's what we're trying to do here, and change things up, and like, let's let the secrets out and help all of the agents in the Atlanta community. So
yeah, like I mean, I'm totally for it. I would totally gonna help. You know, anybody have question in the brokerage, they ask me. I'll show them what I do. And I've been talking about my secret the whole time.
Yeah.
I just let people know that I'm a real estate agent. That's what I do. Like, I just let every single person like I see online or in real life, I'm a real estate agent, and you know, just do and do it like naturally. I don't know. I think that's what I do. Like, I do it very naturally. That is like, you know, like me and you, we having a conversation, right? And let's talk about, oh, like you would say about something. I'm like, and then I would be in the conversation, and then I would like, hey, remember, like, if you need to buy a house, let me know.
Yeah.
And then you laugh about it, you know. And I don't know, like, just everything you do, just let people know that you're a real estate agent. That's the ultimate goal. If you gotta be like at a concert or at a game or at a restaurant, at a party, try to find a way to put, you know, real estate into it, to remind people that you're a real estate agent.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. Make content, like or no, just make videos, post on social media.
Yeah.
Be active.
You mentioned Mikey several times. Mikey is your social media manager, videographer. Is that right?
Yeah, Mikey is.
It sounds like more than that, right?
No, well, Mikey, he is for the team. Okay. And he helped me most of my videos, my good ones, you know, my fancy ones. But most of the video I could do it myself.
Yeah.
And you can too. Not don't go out and hire a social media person, you know, because you don't need that, you know. If
At
you
least
have
not
it, that's
when
great.
you start. Not
Yeah.
when you start, right?
Yeah.
You don't want that to be a blocker. Let's say you
No,
don't have the
yeah.
money.
Just do it yourself, or ask your girlfriend or your husband, your spouse to help you with the video. Actually, Mikey was the one. Like, he wasn't in the team yet when I first started, but actually Mikey was helping me and him. Me and Mikey, we best friend. Okay, so so when I started, he helped me with the video, with camera, phone, and everything. Just because I need somebody record me, just walk through a house.
Right.
You know, if you first started and you want to make real estate contents, just go to new constructions, talk to the people at the model home, like, hey, can I film the walkthrough videos? You will have limitless content to make.
Yeah.
And, you know, just pick, just go out further a little bit to like a cheaper communities, you know, 300s. And just post it. And when you post it on social media, you know, 300,000, 400,000 for a brand new home. And this is what it looks like in Georgia. You know, I mean, yeah, of course it's not going to be like Alpharetta or Johns Creek, but it's still, you know, and that's how I started. Like, Mikey and me, well, 1 week we usually go to like 3 to 4 community, and each community, they have like 4 or 5 different houses.
Yeah, 100%.
That's 20 videos in the first week, man. And you can just post it.
That's how we got started. I think that's the best way. New construction homes, broker opens, you know, we're even reaching out to other agents out there and saying, hey, look, I see your property's been sitting for a while. It looks really nice. They're probably a little bit overpriced or something's going on, but can we bring more buyers in by doing a social media video? So there's millions of homes in Atlanta, and like, why not get into them they're all right there ready for a walkthrough for you to capture video and get content. It's like free content.
Yeah, I mean that just like just like Benjamin said, that's as a listing agent, you will be so happy when somebody call you like, hey, I'm gonna shoot your listing for free. Free exposure. So there are so much content out there as a real estate agent for you to make. So I mean, it's just that you have to just get up and do it. There's so many content.
Well, Jimmy, man, I love your energy. I love your spirit, and like how it really is true what you say. Like you just shine authentically and your energy comes out. And like, I really appreciate you coming on this podcast.
No, I really appreciate you having me here. Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on, and we'll have to have you next time.
Yeah, please. Yeah, it was so great. Good seeing you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Dude, that was cool.